So, we have the patch notes for the upcoming Battlegrounds update. First of all, we have a lot of developer comments. There are a lot of Battlegrounds adjustments in this patch. As you can see, it's a pretty big one. They have 3 main objectives. 1. Make trinkets cheaper so players have more decisions on their turns. 2. Adjust the power of outlier minion types. And 3. Increase the power of underperforming heroes. For trinkets, first we adjusted the cost and the effects of many trinkets to bring the average cost closer to about 3 gold. Second, we increased the discount for pivot trinkets from 1 to 2. The intent there is to make more trinkets feel like viable options for players to choose from. Okay, that's cool. For minion types, we primarily wanted to bring down the power of demons. We are also nudging up the power of dragons, pirates, murlocs, elementals, and naga, and adjusting a few individual cards that were over or underperforming. Sounds good on paper. Let's see what changes they have. And on heroes, they're focusing on underperforming heroes at all ratings. Okay. Khotun now gives 2-1 rather than 1-1. And it's still upgrading each turn without you having to press it. Pretty good. Doesn't sound really bad. I missed Leapfrogger update. Oh, our infamous friend Leapfrogger. Leapfrogger is a very polarizing card that can be fun to play, but also frustrating to play against. We decided not to directly adjust it right now, but to instead swap out Mana Saber for Kindly Grandmother to make the build more vulnerable. We're planning on removing Leapfrogger in patch 30.6 and swap Mana Saber back in. So get your hopes in while you can. Okay. 30.6 is the mid-season patch, I think, which should be next month, if I'm not wrong. The Jailer. Give a minion +1/+1 of upgrades after 7 friendly minions die rather than 9. Ragnaros, the Fire Lord, is now 20. This was how Ragnaros was on release, by the way. This was Ragnaros on release, so maybe it's gonna be good. Ragnaros on release was the best hero in the game. Times have changed, obviously. Let's see if old Ragnaros can still keep up. Edwin Van Cleef. Give a minion +1/+1 upgrades after you buy 3 cards rather than 4. Not that much of a change, but overall, over the course of the game, I think it's gonna be okay. Sorfang. Give a minion in the tavern 2/2 rather than 2/1. And it doubles. Good. I like this change on Sorfang. If they also keep the amount of armor, I think he's gonna be pretty good. Goof. After you buy 20 tiers worth of cards, get a triple reward rather than 25. Ooh. So Goof was already pretty good. Interesting to see that he's underperforming. If they keep the 18 armor and have this change, he's gonna be bonkers. One of the must heroes to check. Eudora is back to 4 digs. Wasn't this like pre-nerf Eudora? Wow. Sick. Cariel now buffs 3 minions. Okay. Staying on 1 looks good with Cariel. And Pyramid is 2 health and gains 1 per turn. Not a massive change here. Ozumat starts with a 2/2 Tentacle and summons it whenever you have space. So it's really, really good now. I mean, it's only 1/1 difference, but it's gonna help you a lot in the first turns. Armor changes. Okay, let's see the armor changes. Pyramid has less armor. Khotun has 10 armor. Come on. Goof has 12. Like, I hate it when they do this. I hate it when they make the hero power of a hero better, but then they just cut the armor. Like, they should just let the heroes be OP and then cut back on the armor if they are OP. What they're doing is they're changing the hero power, reducing the armor, and then people are not incentivized to try the hero. And then if it's not played and bad, then they give the armor back. Isn't it just better to let the armor in the first place, make people play the hero, get accurate and a lot of stats on the hero? If it's too good, cut the armor after. That's like just my logic. Like, why would you cut Pyramid's armor, dude? What was he at? 16, 18? It's giving the hero power 1 health. That's not worth 5 armor. 2 armor, okay. Still pretty stupid to cut his armor, I don't know. Also, Goof, -6 armor. I mean, maybe it's still good, because from 25 to 20 it's a good change, but Cariel also lost a lot of armor. The Jailer, Ozumat, Ragnaros, Edwin, Eudora, Sorfang. Sorfang 15 still looks good, Eudora 13 still looks okay. But yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Some of the heroes are gonna be interesting to try, even with a bit less armor. Trinket pool changes. The discounted trinkets are now discounted by 2 instead of 1. The pivot trinkets. Lesser Kodo leather pouch, greater Kodo leather pouch, and Greater Daralan Cheese Wheel have been returned to the Trinket pool with changes. Greater Darnassus Spy and Greater Twin Sky Lanterns have been removed from the Trinket pool. Okay. Wow. That's a big nerf to Murlocs. Greater Sky Lanterns was insane for Murlocs. Darnassus Spy was kind of crazy. They nerfed it like 2 or 3 times, and then they just like give up on it. Okay, Dalaran Cheese Wheel. So, lesser trinkets. Upgrades 5 times when you refresh. Okay. I mean, kind of extreme, but maybe it was required. Darnassus Spy is now a greater trinket for 0 gold and only buffs by 1/1. I mean, at least it's 0 gold, but kind of mid. Twin Sky Lanterns is now a greater trinket and only gives you 1 copy, not 2. Obviously weak. But you might still pick it sometimes if you like playing Murloc with a Brim counter. A lot of time I wasn't even picking the lesser version of this, and I was just picking the greater one. To be honest, it makes more sense that it is like this. The other version was too OP, and I knew it's not going to be forever. Quillography set is now Avenge 4 and 1 gold. Sure. Avenge 4 is definitely better than Avenge 5. 1 gold is like nothing. Phrasebook. After you play a minion, give the leftmost minion in your hand +3/+2. Okay, small nerf. I wasn't even picking the lesser trinket phrasebook most of the time. But whatever, sure. Belcher trinket. Now only gives 3/3. But it's cheaper. A lot cheaper. Kodo leather pouch. 2 gold rather than 0 gold. After you buy a card, give 2 random friendly minions to 1. Maybe it makes sense to buff 2 minions. Maybe it makes sense. Shaker Portrait is now greater but 4 gold rather than 7. That's the Zesty one. Zesty Portrait is now greater. Okay. Kind of light. Kind of light for a greater trinket. JJ in chat saying, I like that they're patching so frequently this time. True. Some of the decisions are kind of weird, but it's still good that we're having often decisions, often changes. Freshness is good. Lava Lamp is now only 2 gold, but it requires you to sell 5 minions. That's a good change. Like, I often wasn't picking Lava because it was 6G. It was way too expensive and I couldn't do anything. 5 minions, still good, I think. Still doable. I like it. This might make Lava Lamp good, actually. Charging Staff. End of the turn, give your minions with Divine Shield free attack, but it's cheaper. Sure, 3/4, same shit. And yeah, the upfront cost sometimes matters. Lorewalker Scroll, 1 gold is really good. Only 2/1? Sunglasses, I'm still probably not gonna pick this one. Holy Mallet gives 2 minions Divine Shield, your leftmost and your rightmost. Might be decent at 2 gold. Yog Tasty is 5 gold. Yes! I've been asking for this ever since they nerfed it. Like, it was actually a pretty decent trinket. And then at 6 gold, it was like really bad. And I was like, come on, Blizzard, make it 5 gold. Thank you. I think 5 gold is an appropriate cost for Yog Tasties. Book of Medivh, 3 gold is good. Like, I've also said about tier 1 book, 4 gold was too much. 3 gold might make it really good. I like this change as well. It's gonna make it more interesting. And I've always liked Book of Medivh because it gives you a discovery every single turn. It like makes the game interesting. Discoveries are fun. Token of the Old Gods. Choose a minion, discover a minion from a tier high to transform it into. So basically Galakron Hero Power. Whoa! This opens up the game! I think this is really good. 2 gold though. 2 gold, but still really good. Yeah, discovery is a lot better than random. It's 3 times better than random. Greater trinket changes. Dalaran Cheese Wheel. I'm still thinking about this, how much is gonna open up the game. You're gonna be able to stay comfortably on Tavern 4 and like fish 6 drafts. And make some interesting plays. I think we're gonna see this picked much more. 2 gold might still be a lot. If it's still unplayable, they're probably gonna make it 1 gold, but it looks good to me, even at 2 gold. Greater trinket changes. Keep in mind, you can also upgrade your own minions with a discovery, so you can guarantee the discovery. Dalaran Cheese Wheel, 2 gold, upgrades 5 times. Okay. This one is not too bad for 2 gold, even if it upgrades only 5 times. It might be good if you're like have crazy amounts of rolls. It might still be good. I don't know. Hard to say actually. But I like to see it cheaper. It was getting too expensive. Great Boar sticker. Oh. Dude, how is this a greater trinket? Greater trinket, your gems have 2 extra. Are you joking? Are you joking? This is a bad decision in my opinion. It should have been like free at least. Or like, I don't know. What was the problem with this? I don't get it. I don't think I'm ever going to be in a spot where I want to pick as my greater trinket. Wow, my gems have 2 too. Quillography set is now 4 gold and 2-1. This is going to be like strictly better than Great Boar sticker. Like, you're always going to get Quillography set over Great Boar sticker. Unless you think you die next turn, but then I'll still get this and hope I don't die. Phrasebook. 3 gold, 5-5. Good. Belcher Portrait is now 12-12. Okay. Blood Golem sticker is kind of garbo. They should have made it even cheaper, probably. I don't know. Maybe in their stats, Quillbor are overperforming like crazy. I can see that. I'm also like having some games where I just destroy with Quillbor. So I guess they're more on the patient side. Not necessarily bad. I like the reduction on Fridge Magnet, even though mechs are kind of good. Fridge Magnet was kind of garbage. Because it doesn't give you anything immediately. That's why. Kodo Leather Patch. After you buy a card, give 2 random friendly minions for 4. Sure. With 2 random over random, it's like, maybe it's going to be good. It's going to be good in combs that want to spam cards. Could work. Conductor Portrait now, what does it do? Oh, it buffs all your minions, and it's now 2 gold. I like that. Finally a buff to Quillbor. Okay. That's going to be good. Conductor Portrait is going to be good, especially in Naga lobbies. Baladist Portrait is now 3 gold. Oh, your Baladist also give attack. Whoa. That's good. That might make Pirates Baladist playable. It's a huge buff to Tethys compositions. Like now you're gonna go Tethys Bran, Baladist, and you go pretty crazy. Super big cleaves. I like this change. That's a very spicy change. I like it a lot. Very, very spicy change. Very, very spicy change. Love it. Fellblad Portrait is 6 gold. I took a peek at chat. Somebody was like losing their mind that they reduced Fellblad Portrait, and somebody else said they nerfed Fellblad. We're gonna get into the card changes afterwards. Jarro Gems was like the best Quillbor trinket. Makes sense that they nerfed it. Dishware was garbage. Even at 4 gold, probably still gonna be trash. Oh yes, another change that I'm happy with. I think this is gonna be good. Bob's Tip Jar is now sometimes playable. Love this change. Book of Medivh 4 gold. Also love this change. Nice. I loved Book of Medivh. Even at 5 gold sometimes. Windrunner Necklace. 15 attack over 20. Makes sense. Pirates were getting a little bit out of hand sometimes. Kerazan chess set. Summon a copy of your leftmost minion. Duh! They should have renamed this from chess set to chess piece. They went from copying 3 minions to like 1. Ay, lemao. How is it a set if it's 1 minion? I mean, the nerf makes sense, but it's funny. Sushi Roll, they finally buffed it. They should have just kept it at 7 gold and have it be like it was in the past. Every single spell. Okay, minion pool changes. Mana Saber has been removed. Kindly Grandmother's Lord of Gains have been added to the pool. Honcho is now a 3/3. Super solid. 3/3 is like really good. Merculis is now a 5/3. Also super solid. Morlock Prince is now a +3/+2 for every buff. Super sick. Murgling Burglar. Oh, it only buffs. It's still a good buff. 4/4 is good. I was expecting it to buff by, I don't know, 3/3 or 2/2. We're still cooking. Still cooking. Crackling 5/1. Good change. Sea Glass 4/4. Good change. Azerite, I would have liked to see it as a free drop. But maybe it's too abusable as a free drop. This is fine. Pilgrim tier 5. Good hit, makes sense. Card was like too busted sometimes. Malkezar tier 4. Ugh, that's maybe too much. That's maybe too much. That's a big hit to demons. And Fellbat, your other demons consume a minion from the tavern. So he doesn't eat himself. He goes back to being Fellbat the not so selfish. Okay, makes sense. The demon nerfs make sense. Demons were too good. They had to like stop them a little bit. Okay, Gleam Guardian, 1-4. Ooh, 1-4 is a really good stat line to buff. Amber Guardian is now a tier 4 5-5 that gives 5-5. Great change. They haven't touched Urzul. They haven't touched Urzul because they nerfed the other cards around it. Like, Urzul was mostly good because of Malkezar and because of Pilgrim, giving you like a ton of demons repetitions. By increasing the tiers, you're gonna find them less likely. And then, therefore, Urzul is also gonna be weaker. It's okay. You want demons to still be playable. I think it's okay that they did it like this. Also, Urzul is kind of targetable. Like, even if you untown the Urzul, they can still like target it with like Decoys and stuff. Hunter of Gatherers, tier 5, and gives 2 health. So they put Hunter on 5, but brought this guy to 4. Good change. People weren't buying tier 4 Hunter anyways. It was like hitting too early into the comp. Clunker Junker tier 5 also makes a lot of sense. Good changes so far. Greasebot. Ooh, that's a big buff on Greasebot. You might want to think about this. 2-1 is really good. Ice Fisher tier 4. I like this as well. Pirate's looking really good. Also with the Baladis portrait. Krita Wrangler tier 4. Mimidon 4-4, basically irrelevant. Atisa 5-drop. Ooh la la. Only buffs free Naga. Still, Atisa on 5 is interesting. A-Bomb is now a 2-6. Whenever you summon a minion in combat, give it free. Okay. Still pretty trashy. Lightfang gives 4-4. Okay. And they changed the portal in a bottle. Robust Evolution is now 1 gold. Devourer is now 3 gold. I really like this patch overall. There are some things that are unexplainable, but very few. Mostly like one of the Quillboard trinkets and like maybe 2 other trinkets. But overall, solid changes. I really like this. I think it's going to be a very good patch. I'm especially happy that they did a lot more buffs than nerfs. Very few nerfs, a lot of buffs. Also to the heroes, to the trinkets. Game's looking sick. Can't wait to play the patch. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to call it a night. And tomorrow I'm going to do a longer stream with a new patch. So tomorrow we go on the grind. That's it. See ya tomorrow.